On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Presence.
The fact or state that someone or something exists, occurs, or is present.
Examples:
The evidence of the presence. His majestic presence. The path to a solid online presence necessitates a high technical ability.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Foremost.
Most important, leading, or prominent.
Examples:
Foremost expert. Keep foremost in mind. The foremost priority is the safety of the passengers.
Fortune.
A large amount of money or property, chance or luck as an unknown and arbitrary force affecting human affairs.
Examples:
Ill fortune. Bit of good fortune. Capitalism guarantees the right of ownership of personal fortune.
Balcony.
A platform projecting from the wall of a building and surrounded by a railing, providing an outdoor space.
Examples:
Balcony view. Balcony seating. They enjoyed a romantic dinner on the balcony overlooking the city.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
Philosophy of education. Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Par.
A state of being equal to someone or something.
Examples:
Above par performance. Not up to par. Shares in the company finally fell below their par value.
Excellence.
The quality of being extremely good.
Examples:
excellence in product design, highest standards of excellence. He has also won many marketing excellence awards.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
enormous amount, enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Brash.
Self-assertive in a rude, noisy, or overbearing way, impetuous, lacking in consideration for consequences or the opinions or feelings of others.
Examples:
brash behavior, brash confidence. The brash young CEO made a lot of enemies with his bold decisions.
Irreverent.
Lacking proper respect or seriousness, often in a light-hearted or humorous manner, not showing reverence or deference to established authority or tradition.
Examples:
irreverent comment, irreverent attitude. The comedian's irreverent jokes about religion offended some members of the audience.
Macho.
Characterized by a strong sense of masculinity or male dominance, often in a way that is perceived as arrogant or aggressive.
Examples:
macho culture. Maintain a macho image. His macho posturing was just a cover for his insecurities and lack of confidence.
One-upmanship.
The practice of gaining an advantage or showing superiority over others, often through competitive or aggressive behavior.
Examples:
office one-upmanship, social one-upmanship. The business partners engaged in one-upmanship, each trying to make a bigger profit than the other.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Gargantuan.
Of immense size, volume, or magnitude, gigantic.
Examples:
gargantuan size, gargantuan appetite. The construction of the gargantuan skyscraper was an engineering marvel.
Ego.
A consciousness of your own identity, a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance, especially inflated one.
Examples:
ego defense mechanisms. National ego. She was constantly trying to boost her ego by talking about her accomplishments.
Physics.
The science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples:
nuclear physics. Laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Celebrity.
Someone who is well known, particularly in the entertainment industry.
Examples:
baseball celebrity, celebrity known worldwide. The popularity of the show made her an instant celebrity.
Advance:
to go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
advance the technology, advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Arrange:
to plan, prepare for, and carry out something.
Examples:
arrange the meeting. The list was arranged alphabetically. I need to arrange plans with him for the celebration.
Skip:
to move along lightly and quickly, making a step from one foot to the other with a hop or bounce, to intentionally fail, to do something which would normally do.
Examples:
skip across the country, skip breakfast. We skipped the topic because it was too complicated.
Absolutely:
without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
absolutely against, absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Pretense:
an act or instance of pretending or feigning, a false or insincere show or claim.
Examples:
pretense of innocence, maintain a pretense. He put on a pretense of enjoying the party even though he was feeling miserable.
Phony:
not genuine, counterfeit, insincere, pretentious.
Examples:
phony excuse, phony smile. He's a phony salesman who promises things he can't deliver.
Sophistication:
the quality or state of having a great deal of worldly experience, the quality or state of being intellectually or culturally refined.
Examples:
cultural sophistication, linguistic sophistication. The new technology added a level of sophistication to the manufacturing process.
Jargon:
specialized language or vocabulary used by a particular group or profession that is often difficult for outsiders to understand. Language that is full of technical slang or obscure terms, and is often used to obscure or confuse rather than clarify.
Examples:
business jargon, scientific jargon. The financial industry is notorious for using complicated jargon that confuses consumers.
Invite:
to ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
invite guests, invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Conscious:
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Dual.
Having two parts, aspects, or elements.
Examples:
Dual purpose. Dual nationality. This laptop has a dual-core processor, making it fast and efficient.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Resolve.
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
Resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Philosophize.
To engage in the activity of philosophy equals the study of general and fundamental questions, to reason about abstract concepts such as existence, knowledge, values, reason, mind, and language.
Examples:
Philosophize about arts. Philosophize about death. He likes to philosophize about the meaning of life during the evening.
Barrel.
A large round container made of wood, metal, or plastic, with flat ends and, usually, curved sides, one of several units of volume.
Examples:
A barrel of beer. $30 a barrel. One rotten apple spoils the whole barrel.
Brutal.
Harsh or cruel.
Examples:
Brutal bully. Brutal honesty. The brutal attack left the victim with serious injuries.
Balloon.
A small bag made of thin rubber or other light material that can be inflated with air or gas, used as a toy or as a decoration. Verb, to become inflated.
Examples:
Balloon ride. Balloon into a severe political problem. The satellite balloon slowly ascended into the sky.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Instruct.
To teach someone practical skills or knowledge. To formally order or tell someone to do something.
Examples:
Instruct a student. Instruct a computer. The facility manager instructed the security guards to be on high alert.
Shove.
To push someone or something in a rough way.
Examples:
Shove a person aside. Shove hamburger into my mouth. He forcibly shoved the flyer into my bag.
Mud.
A soft, wet, sticky earth or clay.
Examples:
Mud wall. Mud volcano. The mud of the swamp made it difficult to walk through the field.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Rapport.
A close and harmonious relationship in which the people or groups concerned understand each other's feelings or ideas and communicate well.
Examples:
Rapport building. Be in rapport with him. The team leader worked hard to build a strong rapport with all team members.
Convinced.
Completely certain about something, having a strong belief or conviction in a particular religion.
Examples:
Convinced of the idea. Convinced criminal. The public is convinced that the Prime Minister has committed fraud.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. A character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Mechanic.
A person who repairs or maintains machinery or mechanical systems, particularly in automobiles or other vehicles. A person who is skilled in dealing with the details of a machine or system.
Examples:
Car mechanic. Aircraft mechanic. I must take my car to the mechanic to check the brakes.
Mechanical.
Operated by a machine, relating to or concerned with machinery or tools.
Examples:
A mechanical style of writing. The influence of mechanical action. A mechanical engineer is still in demand in many companies.
Theorem.
A statement or proposition that can be demonstrated or proved to be true, typically by logical or mathematical reasoning.
Examples:
Corollary theorem, Pythagorean theorem. Gödel's incompleteness theorems prove the limitations of formal systems, including mathematical ones.
Hypotenuse.
In a right-angled triangle, the longest side, opposite the right angle, which is calculated using the Pythagorean theorem and the lengths of the other two sides.
Examples:
Right-angled hypotenuse. Calculate the hypotenuse. To find the hypotenuse length, you can use the Pythagorean theorem.
Shortcut.
An alternative route shorter or quicker than the usual one.
Examples:
Take a shortcut. Keyboard shortcuts. There is no shortcut to success.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Bulb.
A rounded underground storage organ of some plants from which the plant grows, the rounded part of a cylindrical structure. Electric lamp consisting of a glass ball.
Examples:
Wet bulb thermometer. A lily bulb. The light bulb has burned out.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Physicist.
A scientist who specializes in the field of physics.
Examples:
Talented physicist. Theoretical physicist. Einstein was an outstanding and famous physicist of the 20th century.
Apologize.
To express regret for committing wrongdoing or causing a problem.
Examples:
Apologize for being late. Apologize ahead of time. I apologize for neglecting your email.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Trash.
Discarded material, refuse, or waste.
Examples:
Trash bin. Trash disposal site. The city is taking measures to reduce the amount of trash in the streets.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Bow.
To bend your knee or body, or lower your head. Noun, a weapon made of a curved piece of wood or other flexible material, strung with a cord and used to shoot arrows.
Examples:
Bow and greet. A bow wave. She bowed to the audience after her performance.
Suit.
A set of clothes that are made from the same material, a claim or complaint that a person or organization can file in court against another party. Verb, to be fit or acceptable for.
Examples:
Suit and tie restaurant. Suit at law. 6 suits are awaiting trial or verdict.
Fancier.
A person who is interested in or particularly fond of a particular thing.
Examples:
A bird fancier. Known as a fancier of arts. He is a wine fancier and can tell the difference between red and white just by smelling it.
Doubt.
A feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples:
Dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Fluid.
A substance that can flow and is not solid.
Examples:
Plenty of fluids. Fluid assets. She was diagnosed with a fluid buildup in her lungs.
Helium.
A colorless, odorless, tasteless, non-toxic, inert, monatomic gas, the first in the noble gas series in the periodic table.
Examples:
Helium atom. Helium gas. The helium-filled balloons floated into the sky.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
a complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Terribly.
Very badly, to a great extent or very much.
Examples:
suffer terribly. I am terribly sorry. His arm was swollen and terribly red.
Integral.
Necessary to make a whole complete, essential, or fundamental, combining with something else to form a whole. Noun, of mathematics, a fundamental concept in calculus that represents the area under a curve between 2 points on a graph.
Examples:
integral function. Integral component. Effective communication is an integral part of any successful team.
Formula.
A group of symbols, letters, or numbers that represent a rule, law, or mathematical statement.
Examples:
structural formula. A binomial formula. The teacher told the students to memorize the math formula.
Atom.
The smallest unit of ordinary matter that forms a chemical element, composed of a nucleus and one or more electrons bound to the nucleus.
Examples:
oxygen atom. Neutral hydrogen atoms. The outermost electron shell of an atom determines its chemical characteristics.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil that flows freely, and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Quantum.
The smallest amount or unit of something, especially electromagnetic energy.
Examples:
probabilistic quantum theory. Laws of quantum mechanics. Big techs are now eager to develop quantum computers.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
visualize data. Visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples.
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Repel.
To force an attack or attacker to withdraw or retreat.
Examples.
Repel bandits. Repel bad luck. This material can repel moisture swiftly.
Implication.
Something that is inferred or indirectly stated, the act or fact of being involved in something.
Examples.
The implication in a crime. The implication of a word. His poem has a very significant implication.
Wiggle.
To move or cause to move up and down or from side to side in short and quick movements.
Examples.
Wiggle her lips. Wiggle with excitement. Her hips wiggle as she walks.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples.
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Suspect.
To consider anything to be true or probable.
Examples.
Suspect a plot. Suspect that he is sick. The cops suspected him of being the killer.
Calculus.
A branch of mathematics that deals with rates of change and limits, the accumulation of hard mineral deposits that can form in organs or ducts in the body, such as kidney stones or gallstones.
Examples.
Calculus equations. Calculus disease. I needed help understanding the advanced calculus course material.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples.
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples.
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Incidentally.
By the way, as an aside or in passing.
Examples.
Incidentally discovered. Incidentally mentioned. Incidentally, I know the answer to that question.
Diagram.
A simplified illustration of the appearance, structure, or workings of something.
Examples:
3D diagram. In a diagram. He is drawing a diagram illustrating how the equipment operates.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Proton.
A very small particle with a positive charge equal to the negative charge of an electron that forms part of the nucleus of all atoms.
Examples:
Proton decay. Proton conductivity. The solar wind is composed almost entirely of electrons and protons.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Particle.
A small piece of something, a word or piece of a term with grammatical function, but little or no significance.
Examples:
Charged particle. Particle energy. We can calculate the position of the particles statistically.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Sharply.
Suddenly and to a great degree, in an aggressive manner.
Examples:
Sharply questioned. Drop sharply. The value of our house rose sharply last year.
Electron.
A tiny particle with a negative electrical charge.
Examples:
Flow of electrons. Beam of electrons. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Loop.
A shape like a curve or a circle made by something long and thin, such as a piece of string, that bends round and crosses itself.
Examples:
Exit from a loop. Positive feedback loop. Many people in this city use the loop railway for transportation.
Assemblage.
A collection or gathering of things or persons, a group or ensemble of items that have been brought together in a particular way.
Examples:
Sculptural assemblage. An assemblage of tools. The assemblage of artists displayed their works in the gallery for all to see.
Swarm.
A group of many things, such as insects, fishes, etc., in the air or water or on the ground.
Examples:
A swarm of mosquitoes. Locust swarm. A swarm of angry bees attacked because we had approached the hive.
Parton.
A hypothetical object or entity used in theoretical physics to represent the constituents of subatomic particles, such as protons and neutrons.
Examples:
Elementary particle parton. High-energy parton. The parton model introduced by Richard Feynman was a precursor to our modern understanding of quark dynamics inside the nucleon.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Internal.
Of or relating to the inside of something.
Examples:
Internal organs. The internal economy. The Prime Minister cancelled visits to other countries to resolve internal disputes.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Snapshot.
An informal photograph, especially one taken quickly.
Examples:
Take a snapshot. Developed snapshot. There were framed snapshots of family and friends in her room.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.